urgent care, just waiting for them to order labs. I just had an EKG. He said he doesn't have anything to compare to, but there was nothing alarming. I was having some super chest pains this morning. So I brought myself to the urgent care, and now I'm just waiting for some labs and some medication that he said may help if it's a chest spasm. So we're gonna see. My blood pressure is higher than normal, and so we're just waiting. Keep you guys updated. I'm sitting here wondering why this feels and looks like a jail. It does definitely not feel like a therapeutic environment. I don't know. It's definitely not comforting. Oh, hello, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Shawnee, and I am trying to do things differently than I've ever done before, thus the Shawnee Interrupted. I just want to get on by first apologizing for not posting a video on Sunday. It was my intention, but I ended up in urgent care. I had probably the worst pain in my chest that I've ever had, and it freaked me out. Thought I was having a heart attack. So I ended up in urgent care, was there for 5 hours, but after they ran the EKG and everything was fine, I was fine. So subsequently, just waiting for them to tell me, what was going on before they would let me go. They did labs, they did x-rays, they did the EKG, like I said. So there was a bunch of things that they did that I was there that caused me to stay there for a while. So the ultimate decision was they think that it may have been a muscle spasm, because I had weighed myself, and we'll get to that in a second, on Sunday morning like I normally do. Went downstairs to make some breakfast before I wanted to come upstairs and make my video. Reached in the fridge for my coffee creamer, and I didn't touch anything, I didn't pull, but I felt a pain like just radiating from under my arm, from the chest through the back, everywhere. And it was like nothing I've ever felt. Took my breath away. So I got to spend most of my Sunday in the urgent care. So by the time I got home, I just didn't feel like getting the video out. And then I just been on the go since then, which ironically I should stop. But I'm feeling almost 100%. I would say about 95% at this point. I'm still having a little bit of pain, but not too much. They actually gave me an anti-inflammatory there, and that helped the pain to subside a lot. He prescribed some of that with the muscle relaxer that I haven't taken because I don't like to take medication. And I've just been, kind of winging it. I think my arms at this point are more sore from them putting the IV in, or trying to put the IV in. But it just reminds me of what it's like to be fat and overweight, and then to be a woman and feel not listened to when you're in the doctor. I've had conversations with my friends about this a lot. Black women, statistics have shown that we tend to be invisible when it comes to medical help and practices. They don't listen to us. Like we don't know our own bodies. And I felt that way pretty often as I've been going through some of the health things that I've been going through, because I tend to have been healthy. Even being super overweight, I've always been pretty healthy. But it wasn't until I started experiencing issues with my knees, year and a half, 2 years ago, that it really showed me essentially how we are treated and disregarded and not even listened to. So, the doctor will be listening, but they'll interrupt to say something that, just cuts you off, like you're trying to tell them everything, and they only, hear half of it before they've decided, or, they think that even before you say anything, just based on the one symptom, this is what, it must be wrong. So, it's tough, and excuse me, I always seem to go into the doctor's office, a little defensive now, and ready to be more aggressive. But it's sad that you feel like you have to do that. But I feel like everybody should be advocating for themselves anyway. I know it's harder for some of us than it is for others, but it's necessary. So I just wanted to say I'm fine. I feel good. I feel, like whatever. But it really did lend itself to the purpose of me doing what I'm doing, because it is about getting healthier. It's about getting this weight off so I don't have to worry about those things. I had to schedule a CT because they saw something. I don't know what it is. They called it a something pad, like a fatty pad in my chest, and they say that it's pretty common, especially among overweight people. So it's nothing to worry about, yada yada yada. But the CAT scan, CT scan, just to make sure. So I've got that scheduled. But it's just one of those things where, losing weight tends to help with the fatty pads, but you don't have to be obese or fat to have them, they said. But it is one of those things that can cause it. But I am ready to know what it's about and move on. I'm not stressed about it, not yet. So, in that regard, I guess that's a good thing. But it just lends itself to the fact that I'm on the right track and I'm going to keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. And I hope that all of you on this journey are in the same boat. Just feeling like you have to move forward. Even if it's just baby steps, then that's what it is. But it's, as long as it's moving forward, it's better than staying still or moving backward. So I didn't lose any weight this week on Sunday. But when I weighed myself on Wednesday, I had lost some pounds from that Sunday. So I'm not stressed about it because I know I'm going to be down when I weigh myself this Sunday. But I'm exactly the same when I weighed myself on Sunday. I was exactly the same as when I weighed myself that Wednesday. So it was only a few days difference. I'm not too stressed about it. But I'm still on the path. I hope to bring you guys on Sunday with my update of a weight loss. I hope to bring you guys a recipe for some breakfast cups that I want to be making. I may make those before Sunday and just, attach it to the Sunday video. But I want to do more cooking because I have been cooking more. And that's one of those things I forgot to say is when I came home, as opposed to going to get the fast food, because I was really close to my window, my intermittent fasting closing window, that I was, a little like, oh my gosh, I got to eat. But I was pretty proud of myself because I ended up eating what I had. And it didn't even cross my mind to be, like I got to do something different. So that was good. And I'm glad that I'm in that habit now of cooking more, and I'm cooking enough for, a few days. So I don't have to cook every day, but I am able to, eat things that I enjoy because it tastes good. So, but I'm kind of getting a little creative now. I'm getting into that mode like, oh, I think I can do this. Like, I think I want to make some curry chicken. And it's not too much. I, look at the caloric intake of different sauces and stuff, and it's not too much to add. But it's also a good way to zhuzh up some vegetables and chicken breast or whatever. But now I think one of those things that I want to start working on for February is the sodium intake, because I am noticing that it's getting up there. Oh, well, it is up there, and it's just been consistently up there. And I haven't changed that habit yet, because it's just something that it's been that way since, before I started. So now it's time to do something different, and I'm going to start working on that, being mindful of it. So I hope you guys had a great week, and I'd love to hear how your week went, what you're working on, what went well, what didn't go well, what we're going to do better, whatever it is. But if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like and share any of these videos. And above all else, protect your peace and protect your knees and your heart. I'll see you on Sunday.